So Apple finally unveiled its iPhone 14 lineup along with the new Apple Watch Series 8, Apple Watch Ultra and the new AirPods Pro 2. So today we will look deep into the new iPhone 14 lineup and their new features along with the differences between them. And the iPhone 14 starts with $799 and the iPhone 14 Pro starts with $999. iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Plus share exact same hardware, but iPhone 14 Plus has got a bigger display and a bigger battery. Same goes for iPhone 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max. Now the iPhone 14 Pro has got a pill-shaped notch, which they call it dynamic island, and we will see why it's called so later in this video. We'll start with the iPhone 14 and the iPhone 14 Plus. The iPhone 14 Plus comes with a 6.1 inch display and the iPhone 14 Plus comes with a bigger 6.7 inch display. The iPhone 14 and 14 Plus has got the same new 12 megapixel camera, the new front camera with autofocus support, Super Retina XDR display with 60Hz, 5G, MagSafe support, A15 Bionic chipset with 5-core GPU, cinematic mode, ceramic shield, fitness plus app, emergency SOS via satellite, crash detection, ultra-wide camera, a brighter flash, photonic engine, and they both come in 5 colors. They all come with 128 GB as standard, and they come in blue, purple, midnight, starlight and red color. And the Indian pricing start with 79,900 Indian rupees. They both come with Super Retina XDR OLED display. It also support HDR, True Tone, wide color, haptic touch. The iPhone 14 come with a 460 ppi, whereas the iPhone 14 Plus come with a 458 ppi. The iPhone 14 Plus has got a slightly higher resolution, and they both come with a 5nm A15 Bionic chipset. It's a 6-core CPU with 2 high performance core and 4 efficiency core, and has got a 5-core GPU with 16-core neural engine. Both iPhone 14 and 14 Plus feature a dual camera system with one main sensor and one ultra-wide sensor. The main sensor is a 12 megapixel 1.5 aperture sensor with optical image stabilization, while the ultra-wide is again a 12 megapixel with 2.4 aperture and 120-degree field of view. It has got a 2x optical zoom and digital zoom up to 5x. The lens has got sapphire crystal lens cover, and they both feature a newer True Tone flash, photonic engine deep fusion, smart HDR4, night mode, and many other regular features. Here you can see more about the camera details. Both can record 4K up to 60 fps, cinematic mode up to 4K in 30 fps, slow motion in 1080p at 120 fps, time lapse with stabilization, night mode, time lapse. And that's all about the iPhone 14 and 14 Plus. Now we'll take a look at the new iPhone 14 Pro and the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Now let's take a look at all the new iPhone 14 Pro and the 14 Pro Max, which has got the actual new changes. The new addition here is the new dynamic island, always on display, the all new 48 megapixel main sensor, 2x telephoto, ultra wide camera, new A16 Bionic chip, and now the display can go up to 2000 nits, and it's probably the brightest display in any smartphone. Here's the main highlight of the features the new iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max has got. Also, it features the stainless steel frame like the previous Pro models, and they both are offered in 4 colors: space black, silver, gold, deep purple, with the ceramic shield front, textured matte glass back and steel frame. The iPhone 14 Pro has got a 6.1 inch and the iPhone 14 Pro Max has got a bigger 6.7 inch display. Both have the OLED display, while 14 Pro Max having a slightly higher resolution display. Both display feature a dynamic island, always on display, 120Hz higher refresh rate screen, HDR, True Tone, and 2000 nits of peak brightness. They both pack the latest A16 Bionic chip and a bigger 48 megapixel sensor with 1.7 aperture and OIS with 12 megapixel ultra wide and a 12 megapixel telephoto sensor with optical image stabilization, and it can do 6x optical zoom and up to 15x digital zoom. It features the same regular features with LiDAR sensor, and they both can record up to 4K at 60 fps and can also do cinematic mode in 4K up to 30 fps and action mode in 2.8K at 60 fps max. Now with the Pro models you get always on display for the first time and an A16 Bionic chip, which is the fastest in any mobile according to the Apple. Here you can see the camera system of the Pro model with the new 48 megapixel sensor, and these are the new camera samples from the 14 Pro which Apple displayed in their event. The color look amazing, and even the low light is seriously impressive, and you can also see the macro camera sample. And now let's see the new dynamic island concept and feature in the Pro models.
That is both hardware and software, and something in between. The dynamic island. An interactive place that bubbles up alerts, notifications, and activities, fluidly transforming itself as needed. It's an entirely new way to experience iPhone.
And yeah, that's all about today's video. I will see you in the next one.